Hello everyone. It is Winter Data Meetup from datazencommunity. Our speakers are Volha Pivavarchyk and Alina Martsinovich, and they will tell their story of using Power BI to improve data management processes without writing any piece of code. Please don't forget to ask your questions in YouTube chat. Hi Volha, hi Alina. Nice to see you here. The floor is yours.
Hi, everyone. Again, thank you for joining the conference and our presentation in particular. Let us again start with some introduction of ourselves and um, the plan of our speech. My name is Alina Martsinovich, and this is my wonderful colleague Volha Pivavarchyk. We are pre-sales analysts, and we are primarily involved into research activities. We've divided our presentation into three main parts. And in the first part, we'll tell you some general information about our team, who are our typical requesters, show you some examples of the research we conduct, and provide you with some basics on what we are doing. The second part will be devoted to the problem we faced. And finally, in the third part, we'll tell you about our solution. So let's get started. Let's start with the first part of our presentation. Uh, so who are our requesters? We usually serve account managers, sales managers, marketing professionals, and consulting representatives. Speaking about key locations, we'd highlight North America, EMEA, and APAC, but we've already conducted research on almost each spot of the world. And to clarify the typical use cases for reaching out to us, let's move to the next slide. So there are six typical use cases for reaching out to us, but an important remark, we usually serve our requesters across EPAM internally. And the first use case is proposal preparation. For those who is not familiar with this term, a proposal is a piece of document that outlines everything we propose to do for the client. That's why it's important to have a clear overview on what is going on in the client's business, what is the key weaknesses, what is the key strengths in the company, and that is what we usually help with. The second use case is an account plan creation, what is an essential process of client acquiring. The next important use case is market trends impact verification. Here we find the information on what is going on in the market in general and what is the key trends in the market. We also help in getting ready for a meeting with the exploration of competitor expertise and becoming up to date on account news. So there are typically three types of reports we create: account report, contact report, and market report. And on the slide, you can see the first type of report. This is an account research and account report. And it usually includes some general information about the company, key initiatives, the recent news, and many other valuable information. In contact report, we usually gather information on a person or a group of people, and we usually add information about company name, title, key responsibilities, educational background, and even interests and hobbies. In the market research, we usually overview current market state, key trends, key figures, who are the key players in the market, and other significant information, significant facts. So, Volha, I give you my word.
Thank you, Alina. So I would like to talk about the problems we faced during our work and the solution we found. So we are constantly working with a huge amount of data, and currently we store about 17,000 different documents. In addition, we receive over 100 new requests every month, and this means that the number of documents stored is constantly growing. And our stakeholders need wait for a while before we can start working on their request. Let's move to the next slide. And the main problem for us was that our reports were uploaded to the archive and became outdated. We shared them with our requesters, but the information itself was not aggregated and was not used for more complex analytics, like analysis of industry and technology trends. We also saw our stakeholders' interest in a system that would quickly provide them with concise information about what is happening in a particular industry, such as information about industry trends, major industry players, and so on. Let's go to the next slide. And that's why we decided to create a market trends analytics solution, which must have interactive and reusable content, consist of easy to understand tables and charts, and which will simplify our work and save our time. And Power BI helped us realize our idea.
For those who is not familiar with this tool, let me tell you a bit about this tool. It's an interactive data visualization software product created, developed by Microsoft company, and its primary focus is on business intelligence. It's part of the Microsoft Powerful platform, and it is some kind of a collection of software services, applications, connectors that work together to turn unrelated sources of data into coherent, visually immersive, and interactive insights. So there are multiple reasons why we choose Power BI. Since we're not technically savvy, it was important for us to develop a tool that would be easy to use. And in addition, there are multiple tutorials and educational materials available in public sources. We are advanced users of Microsoft Excel, and it's really convenient for us that the tool is integrated, is well integrated with Excel. There are a lot of data visualization options, so you can interact with each chart of the dashboard easily. And there is also an automated updates feature. So there is no need to make any updates manually. We can say it's rather user friendly. We have never experienced any challenges with the interaction with this tool. And we even had an ability to try the product before we bought a license, and to understand whether it works well for us, whether it meets our needs. And the license price is relatively low in comparison with other business intelligence tools available in the market.
On the slide, you can see one screenshot of how our trends analytics solutions look like. It provides us with the insights on industry and sub-industry trends, major market players, their strategic focus and actions, and technology tools they use. At the moment, it is MVP, and we are actively working on it. So let's go to the slide with benefits we received from Power BI. Firstly, it reduced time needed to create our market research reports. Previously, we needed to search for some industry information manually, and the more categories of the market we needed to explore, the more time it took. Now, when we create account research report, we just transfer key insights from it to Excel spreadsheet, which is already integrated with Power BI. And the analysis of our account reports provides us with the necessary information needed for market research, as we receive the insights from about industry trends directly from them. This helps to reduce the time spent on market analysis by at least 1 day. Secondly, we don't need to worry about the relevance of information because all of our updates in Excel are automatically uploaded into our Power BI model. Now, our stakeholders do not have to wait for some time while we can start working on market research for them and share the results. They can use the link we provide to enter Power BI, select a specific industry, and view the information they need. This helps to save both our and their time. In addition, the information that is displayed in the report is quite concise and easy to understand. Due to the fact that we don't need to read once again large pieces of information. Large volumes of text and other data have already been analyzed by us, and they are presented in the forms of tables and infographics. And of course, we don't have to go through all of our old reports to find the information we are interested in, since we have the ability to find key industry information in our Power BI report. Let's go to the next slide. So despite the value we have already received, we are constantly developing our model in order to get more accurate and more detailed insights. So we are going to add more categories on the company, like information about the company's revenue, location, and size. Of course, we want to add more details on company's action status and the result of their actions. Um, so we will add this information if it will be available in open sources. Let's go to the next slide. So if you want to learn Power BI, there are many useful resources for this. During our work, we used EPAM on live sales study courses on Power BI, but they are available only for EPAM employees. Speaking of open sources, one of the great sources of information is Power BI tutorials from Microsoft. It provides step-by-step guidance on how to use this tool, starting with how to install Power BI, to how to share and update reports and dashboards you create. It also includes detailed how-to guides on how to work with tables, visualizations, formulas, and so on. On the right side of the slide, you can see some screenshots of the materials provided by Microsoft. In addition, a large number of materials are available on LinkedIn Learning and on YouTube. They are easy enough to find just by entering the name of the tool on the search bar of these platforms. So this was our presentation, and thank you very much for your attention. And if you have any questions, they are welcomed.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you for your presentation. Yes, there are some questions. So do you know what kind of data source do you use? Is it some SQL database? What do you mean when you say documents?
Yeah, we usually create our reports in mm, PowerPoint format and Excel documents. That is the two main types of documents we use.
But when you what do you choose for the source? When you create report in Power BI, what is your source data? I mean, some
Mhm.
Excels or is it some database, some Excel
Um,
files?
we find the information from open sources, from public sources. So it might be various types of the documents.
And we integrate our Power BI reports with Excel spreadsheet.
With Excel.
Mhm.
Okay, and you already mentioned how did you learn Power BI and provided very nice resources. Thank you very much for those links. And the question is, does it really, is it really no code? So do you have to know some coding or have you used
No,
SQL, for example? No,
no,
is it just,
unfortunately, we don't know any code because we are not, as Alina said, technically savvy. And that's why it was is sometimes challenging for us to understand some features, but because of the availability of a great number of tutorials, it was relatively easy to understand the tool.
so you actually encourage our listeners and watchers just, even if you don't know how to code, you can use this tool
Yeah.
to get some insights. And
Yes,
you
yeah, it
told us,
would be. Sorry, it would be some slogan. Do not be afraid to use uh, business intelligence tools or work with data if you're even not technical savvy.
Yeah, but you need to know Excel, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Without Excel, there is no way. And you told us that you need to export and share reports. And is it possible to save them directly in Power BI as files or like PDF?
Yes, it is possible to save them in PDF files. But if you want to interact with some tables and charts, it is impossible to use PDF files for this. It is better to use web versions of Power BI.
And also, you mentioned about Power BI license. So, what is the difference between free and paid version?
The difference in sharing the files, you can use we used a free desktop version. It is free for all users, but you can't share these reports with other people. You can only share the document you create and send it to people who have a desktop version of Power BI. And when you have a license, it gives you the ability to create a space with other people, and you can just create a link for your report and share it with other people who don't have a license.
Okay, thank you. Looks like we don't have any more questions, but thank you very much for your useful presentation. It was very nice to have you here. And our next speaker will be in. Okay, we have another question. Can you demo your solution in Power BI?
Unfortunately, no, because we have sensitive data there and we
Uh,
can't share it with other people.
okay, so
Yeah, for
continue.
now.
That's too bad. Uh, but it's good that we are, hiding the confidential information. To continue with the Power BI topic, our next speaker will be Alexey Marchenko, and he will tell about data lineage with Power BI, and it will be in 30 minutes. So thank everyone for attention. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.